To improve the display of our contests off camera, I added a little bit of CSS here to make it look a little bit better. I'm not a designer and I don't claim to be, but this certainly looks a little bit better. Here's what I did. I gave the category name a class and I gave the contest name a class, and I added this simple CSS here. Now I have not persisted this CSS yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me create a new file and paste the CSS in here. And what I want to do is I want to use Sass because I think it has a lot more power than the CSS. For example, in our simple CSS, this is actually nested. Instead of doing .contest preview every time, I can go ahead and nest this call in here, which allow me to get rid of this duplication here. But this is not valid CSS. This is Sass. So the browser is not going to understand it. So I'm going to take this Sass code and save it as a Sass file. Let's introduce a new directory here, call this directory Sass, and we'll put any Sass styles inside this directory. So I'll save this new file as style.scss. The extension is SCSS, which stands for Sass CSS. And now I have two options. We either make Webpack translate this Sass for us into CSS and use the CSS directly in our application, or we can have Node translate this SSS into CSS directly, and this way is a little bit better because we get to use it directly on server load. So there is a Node Sass middleware that we can use to make this work in Node. All we need to do is npm install it, Node Sass middleware. And once we have it, we can go into server.js to use it. We need to import it, call it Sass middleware, and we import it from Node Sass middleware. I will also import path from path. This is a built-in Node module. And to use the Sass middleware with Express, we do server.use the Sass middleware that we just defined, which is a function. And this function takes an object. And in here, we specify the configuration that we want to work with this middleware. Most importantly, we need a source directory to read the Sass files from, and a destination directory to write the generated CSS. So we'll use the path library to work with these directories. So we want path.join, starting from the current directory and joining the Sass folder. And similar to this, the destination is path.join directory into, let's just put it in the public directory. Restart the server. And if all works, this middleware is going to give me a style.css file in the public directory. So all I need to do is go to my header.ejs and include this new style, which is another link, style sheet from the public, which we can read directly. So it's just style.css. Refresh, and it's working. So with this configuration, we have the power of Sass in our project. I'm going to make sure things are actually working. I'm going to make this border ugly green. Refresh, and it's working. So what happens here, every time I change this file, NodeMon is going to restart my Node server, and the Sass middleware is going to pick this file, translate it into CSS, and allow me to use it directly from /style.css. So to get all the code that I did in this movie, I tagged this point in the course as v43end. In here, you'll get the configuration of the Sass middleware, and you get the CSS that I have.